Hi guys, it's from EDH Construction here. Today I want to show you this little spray gun. It's also from Ardendorf in South Africa. It's MacAfric, it's their brand. It's the HVLP handheld spray gun. Just of the label here, the max flow rate is 900 milliliters per minute. Nozzle size 1.8 millimeter or 2.6 millimeters. You get two different size nozzles in the pack. It says here max viscosity is 100 din per second. I'll come back to that. It's very important on this little machine. It's a very simple, straightforward machine. At the back, it's just got an air filter. Here you've got your paint reservoir. Your paint reservoir, removable pickup, and then in there you've got this membrane type of thing. Make a note of where the little hole is and the pin is to line up. This acts like a little one-way valve. Disassembly of the main unit, you press that button there and this whole unit comes out. And this is just an air spray machine for your thicker paints. I use this to spray enamel on garage doors, and it worked quite well. Easy to clean. You can just take that off and then your nozzles come off and your spray tip size. And basically that's the whole thing disassembled. To come back to what I was saying about the paint thickness, the viscosity. This machine does not like thick paint. It will not spray it if it's not perfect. It will throw on a lot of paint in and it makes splatters and stuff like that. It gives you a horrible finish. The nice thing about this is you've got two settings here on the top and the bottom. You just turn the nozzle like such to have your spray pattern either say portrait or landscape type spray pattern, and that's all there is to it. To reassemble it, just clicks in there and you've got your trigger going there. One thing I will mention here is a little thing that I've noticed. If you spray quite a lot and after a hard day and you're busy cleaning up the machine, you press the button, this doesn't want to come out. The problem is here. There's a little split pin, or just a little pin that holds the trigger in place there. It does move around, and as it moves a little bit outward, and then it catches on the inside of this. Then you just have to put something in there and just move it back into its original position, and then it will come in and out no problem. Okay, I'll just reassemble the paint pickup and the paint reservoir. And there's the little machine like that. They go for about 600 Rand at Ardendorf. A good little machine for the money. It works quite well. Gets a lot of paint onto surfaces, so it goes quick. I've used it on painting palisade fencing as well. Does a good job. You get this little thing in the box. This is how you can check your flow rate. It has to basically empty this complete thing in 1 minute, and that's how you get your viscosity. I've got a water-based paint here that I'll just add a bit of water until I've got the desired one, and then I'll show you a couple of spray patterns on a old table that I've got here. Just got some paint into this little reservoir of the spray machine. Just to give you an idea, if you get this in here, you see this is now straight out of this machine. or out of the can, and it hardly comes out. And that's where the problem is. The machine will not spray this at all. Okay, so now what we do, this is just a water-based paint, so we will just thin it out with water. Then you start your timer, you let it go. You see it goes a bit faster now than what it used to go. But obviously, from experience, I can tell you now that this is still way too thick. You'll just continue thinning it out a little bit until you get this flow quite steady. As you can see, it's a bit drippy still. You need to get this flow quite continuous and smooth, and it has to empty this whole cup within a minute to get the right consistency. I'm going to go ahead now and get this to the right consistency. I'll show you once I've got it there, and then we'll spray something so you can see the patterns that this machine makes, and also how loud it is and how it works. Hi guys, okay, so here we go. I've mixed it all now. You fill it up, and then you get your timer ready. Right, so now you give it a minute, and it has to run through in a minute. You see there, it's done. Hi guys, okay, yeah, I've just got an old table. There's no prep work, it's just purely to show you how the machine works. I've got it set up in the horizontal spray pattern, so if you hold it about that far away from, it's about 30 centimeters or a foot. There's that pattern. If you turn it that way, you get that one. You've also got, if you turn it sort of halfway between the two settings, you'll get basically just a dot. That works. That's how I spray palisade, for instance, also known as devil's fork or whatever you want to call it. That works quite well. You get a lot less overspray. But when you've got a big thing like a table or a wall that you need to spray, then you can set it in either configuration, whichever way you want to spray. I'm going to set it in the vertical one for this, so that we can cover that one. Okay, let me go and show you just spraying onto this thing so you can get an idea of how much paint it will put on. There you see it gets quite good coverage. It sprays quite well. Be careful not to overspray, because it will start making tears or whatever you want to call it. Rather do two thin coats and you'll get a lot smoother finish as well. I'm just going to go ahead and paint the bottom half. Yeah, have a look. And there you have it, all done. I'll just give it another coat once this is dried, and I'll show you a close-up of that.